Ooh, Wasabi Gangsters, it's me, Chance. Chance Dillon, that's right. Talking to you again. We're going to do the solid intro, a quick reading conversation, and then we're going to dive into some writing stuff. If you're watching this on June 20th, the pre-sale for my hardcover book signed on my website is live. You can go and check that out. Yeah, and then I'm doing giveaways every week of the physical art copies. So that's still going on until July 20th. I made a video yesterday. If you're watching this Friday, I'm literally making it the same time that I'm making this one. Efficiency, you know, what's it to you? Yeah, so that is live every week. And then I announced the winner. The winner for this one is C_Rez. I commented on the video that the person commented on to enter into the giveaway, and I haven't gotten an answer yet. So C_Rez or Rex, if you're watching this, I really probably should have gotten that down way before recording this, but I commented in response to it, so I wanted to make sure that they get their copy. I mail them out every week. Funny enough, don't worry about it. Yeah, I mail them out every week. It goes from Thursday to Sunday. I announced the winner here for some reason and not in the actual giveaway video, but I could probably just easily make that a giveaway video now, but we're talking already reading, writing. So let's do that. Will the many. Here we go. I am about 100 pages left in this puppy, and I like where we're going. We have a sort of, I don't want to actually say too much. Let's just say that the character's arc has been building up to a point. They have been going through things in order to prepare, and we are getting to the point of which they were preparing for, and I love that stuff. I love what James Islington is doing here. This is a very good book for me. I think if I hadn't, I don't know what's going to happen in these last 100 pages, but I have a sort of expectation here of what's going to happen. And I think if I hadn't read Red Rising going into this, that my expectation would be a little different. But I really like where we're going with this, and I actually can't wait to see because of what my expectations are. And if I'm wrong, and I get surprised even better. But I just love kind of considering that stuff as I go through books and reading. And then I made it about 10% some odd more for Crimson Fire. We're getting introduced to a sort of murder mystery, which I really, really like. I like the dynamic between the two people that we're sort of seeing head the investigation, at least in my interpretation of it. It's a very good book so far. I love a good fantasy sort of investigation. It's actually kind of my first time getting through that, and I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking where we're headed with this. So that's my reading. I know I said I was going to get some Berserk done this week. I unfortunately was not able to. I got really busy. A few things happened. I had a conversation with Red's Reading Cafe. You guys should check out that conversation. It was a great talk with my buddy Red. We actually just played a little D&D today with Thomas Howell and Will. If you guys know who Will is, he's a writer, author, in the middle of his work in progress and crushing it. And then Thomas Howell, of course, booktuber. Love that guy. And then, yeah, Red. And then so I had a conversation with him about Mercy on Tuesday. I think it went up that night. I was on Dear Dr. Fantasy with Philip Chase, which is just so crazy to say. It was a great conversation. And then I'm trying to think if there was anything else we recorded conversations as far as last week. I think that was it. I think that was the one that I forgot to mention on Friday last week. Going into this week. So that's that. As far as conversations go, I have another one this weekend with Grifkin. I will be sure to share that post as I go into the weekend. I think it's a live stream, so we'll be able to chat there if you guys want to come hang out. It's on Saturday, 2 p.m. my time Eastern, or maybe 3 p.m. That's all right. It's this weekend. It's a Saturday in the afternoon Eastern time. Yeah, and those are the conversations that we have kind of going on. Other than that, next week, I believe I have one with Josh over at Already Overbooked. Love that channel. Love Josh's stuff. Make sure you go check him out. And then we have a conversation. We're talking Mercy next week, which will be fun. And then I'm already looking ahead to booking some spoiler conversations with people that I've had talks with. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do some group discussions or if I want to, individually talk to these people. I'm going to sort of just ask and see what people want to do, which will be fun. It would be a good spoilery stuff. And it's cool. I'm talking off-camera spoilers, which is always fun. I love doing that. Yeah, and I posted the Naked Hardback, the final artwork done by Robert Trotia. It is a in the cavern scene, is all I'll say. I don't want to say too much otherwise. But yeah, it is a great piece. I was super impressed by Robert's ability to draw and his interpretation of the characters. And yeah, I'm really stoked about that being the Naked Hardback cover. It's got a very positive reception so far. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And that will be, again, part of the sale. So as far as writing goes, I am on chapter 7 of 40-something revised. You guys will get the exact word count. It goes up more than likely in this draft. It's going up. It's creeping up a little bit every week. I think, we're probably bumping closer to the 190 mark right now, which I think is good. For me, I want to bubble it up a little bit, so that way when cuts are made, there's a little bit more to cut. And as far as trimming is concerned, because I want to be around the same word count that book 1 finished at, as far as like completing the arcs. But there is, as far as like the word count isn't so much important as the quality of the work being put out. And I think the stuff that I'm adding to the page right now does add to the quality. And I'm going to trim on some of the stuff that I think needs to go as we get closer to that alpha reading round. Other than that, guys, book 1, again, hardcover pre-sales going out. We're a month out. July 20th it releases. I am so freaking excited. More reviews are coming in on Goodreads and NetGalley, and I don't know. It's all just sort of surreal. And I have people in my life. I've had trying to have conversations about some other stuff related to the book and in terms of where it's going in the future and other things and other aspects that are going to bring it to life, and I'm very excited about it. But yeah, that's it, guys. Real simple video today. I'm really happy you guys tuned in. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and let me know what stories are moving you right now, and then we're gonna do an awkward goodbye. It was really sunny. It was really sunny earlier, and I got poured on today. If you guys wanted to know a little bit about what was going on in my life, I went to the bodega. I got a chicken parm wrap, a very good chicken parm wrap, and I got almost struck by lightning. All good, and yeah, that's sort of how life goes. Sometimes you almost get struck by lightning, and instead you get a chicken parm wrap, and you go home and you have your Celsius and your Olipop and root beer flavor, and you play D&D. It's all good. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. We draw these things out. We draw them out. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Short one today. I'll see you next week.